1 year ago today, would you believe this? 1 year ago today, March 8th of last year, is when you signed here. How crazy has the last year been for you?
It's been wild, but I've been blessed and grateful enough to be in a great environment and with a great franchise where they allow me to be myself and play the way that I normally play. So I can't complain about anything.
When you say be yourself, what does that mean?
For right now, this stage in my career, it's all about just being a leader, leading by example, being a professional, coming in, trying to help the young guys, and just trying to continue to be a leader and being more vocal.
But when you say at this point of your career, it's not like you're 35. I mean, you're 30. You still have a long way to go in your career.
No, true, but this is my 11th year, so I never would have thought that I would have got to year 11 with everything I've been through in my past, if you know what I mean. So got injured my fourth year, and a lot of guys would have probably shut it down, but I continued to go, and I got to year 11, so who knows how far I can stay in.
I mean, do you have a chip on your shoulder? I mean, is there a lot of I told you so that I'm here in year 11 and I'm still going?
I wouldn't say that, because that was like me in the past. That was like my dark side, but now it's all about just the Frank Sinatra quote, massive success is the best revenge, and that's why I'm on right now, where I'm letting my game speak for itself and I'm just trying to remain myself throughout this process.
I mean, when you talk about massive success, I mean, you can make a case. You're the favorite right now to win 6th Man of the Year. What would winning that award mean to you?
I mean, it will mean a lot, but it probably wouldn't hit home until after the season, and right now, chances are slim for us going to the playoffs. Like, I really want to go to the playoffs to make my case be known, but we'll really have to make a push and almost win all these games. But I will be honored by it, of course, and that was one of my goals coming into this year.
What were some of the other goals?
I think that was, making the playoffs and challenging myself to be a vocal leader. That's something I haven't been in the past, and this year I think I did a decent job with doing that.
Why weren't you a vocal leader in the past?
In the past, I think that I'm an introvert. I'm kind of to myself, and I always led by example. You have different leaders in this league. You have your Tim Duncan type of leaders, and you have your Kobe type of leaders. And I was always like Tim, where I led by example, and I let my game just do all the talking.
Do you feel like you're now, you went through a little slump. Do you feel like now, going back about 8 games, that you're back to the Derrick Rose we saw, October, November, December?
Yeah, but even then, I'm piecing my game together. Like, I went through a big ankle injury here, where I was fighting back and forth with coming back and sitting out games, and now I think I got over that hump. But now I'm piecing my game back together, where I'm doing more driving now. Then later on, these 16, 17 games, do more jump shots, get into a groove or in a rhythm of shooting more jump shots. But I always just try to piece my game together along the season.
Piecing it together early on, though, early in the season.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You were like 47% at one point from three-point range.
Until my ankle injury. So it's all about just that rhythm, like having a rhythm, learning what's going to be your 1-2, and just learning everything all over again.
Do you know your body way better now than multiple years ago?
Of course. I think with all my injuries and all the rehabs, I think you're kind of forced to learn your body a little bit more than others. So the example I always go by is like my mom. She always, she had 2 knee replacements, and she didn't play any sports at all. Didn't play at all. And with my injuries, I think that I'll be able to take care of my body when I'm her age better than a lot of people that will probably have to go through what I went through when I was 22, 23 years old. So if anything, I think it's going to help me in the future.
How often do you think about that 50-point game against Utah?
I kind of left it in the past. I can't lie. I left it in the past, man. I always try to keep it moving, and it's kind of hard to think about it when the season really didn't go like you really wanted to as far as a team. Like, we're fighting for everything right now, every game, trying to position ourselves to get in the playoffs instead of taking care of some games that we should have took care of early on in the year. Like, it would have put us in a better position.
How frustrating is that you look around that locker room and you see so much talent, yet you're right. I mean, it's going to take a minor miracle for you guys to be in the top 8.
It's frustrating, but as long as you got a chance, it gives you a little hope, you know what I mean? So right now, we know that we have 17 more. You never know what other teams may do if they sit out guys or if they play guys. So we still got a chance.
All right, take us through the medicine ball and how that has helped your shooting. I mean, you got it from Chicago?
Yeah, I actually stole it from Chicago.
Stole it, okay.
Yeah, I stole it from Chicago. And I think that it changed my entire game. It put my shot into one motion whenever I shoot, and I think that it's the reason why I think I've been shooting the ball so good this year.
So how much does it weigh? I mean, what's your routine with it?
It weighs 4.5 pounds, and my routine is I get about like 25 shots up before the game. I mean, before I actually go through my shooting drills or workouts, and at halftime I get about 25 shots up on it, just getting my shot in one motion.
Who convinced you? I mean, did you see this medicine ball and said, okay, I should give it a try?
I actually worked with it with a coach, Ron Adams. He works for Golden State Warriors right now, and while he was in Chicago with Tibbs, that's who I was working out with majority of the time. So we worked with that, and I knew that my shot was coming along then, and he ended up leaving and going to Golden State, and I took the ball whenever I got traded to New York.
You brought up Tibbs' name. Do you still keep in touch with Tibbs?
Nah, I haven't talked to Tibbs in a minute, but I know that he's probably somewhere watching a bunch of games and on vacay right now, but no, I haven't talked to him.
How about your current coach, Ryan Saunders? What's the bond like between you and Ryan?
It's been great, man. It's been great. I mean, Coach, he's been doing a good job with making sure that he's transparent to all of us, making sure that he's communicating, making sure that he's honest and being himself. And I think that's what we want, you know what I mean? Like we want that with any coach. That's what you want, the relationship factor, and just understanding one another and giving the coach your all. And he's doing that with us. He's given us his all this year since he's been the head coach.
Has he earned it full time? I mean, if Glenn Taylor calls you and says, hey, Derrick, would you recommend him for the full-time job? What would you say? I
mean, yeah, that's even if I'm here. Like, I mean, I would want to be here, but I'm on a one-year deal, and you never know what the off-season may bring or if I will be here next year. So I'm hoping that. You probably got to tell him to sign me back, but yeah, he's been doing a good job. I think now all he needs is time, and time to be with a group a lot longer.
You want to be back, but I mean, there are limitations on how much they can offer you. I don't know if you know that or not, but they can only offer you so much money.
Yeah,
4 years, 36 is the max they can offer you.
See, I didn't even know that, man.
So, I mean, how does that factor in, as I'm just hitting you with it right now?
I mean, I really got to go into the off-season and just see. Like, I would love to be back, but who says they're going to offer me that? Like, I've been in positions where, like, right after the season, it was no communication with teams. So I'm not in it for the money, but it's all about if the team wants me back.
But I mean, you've loved every moment that you've spent here over the last year.
Of course. That's why I'm still able to smile through this whole year, like having the opportunity to actually come out and still show that I could play. Like, it means the world not only to me, but to the people that watched my career this entire time.
There's a lot of people. I mean, you think about the fan support.
Yeah.
You think about the All-Star voting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how gratifying is it? How satisfying is it to see all the fans that support you?
It's very satisfying, and it just shows like examples of people really showing love, just pure love, and for some reason they follow my career and love the way that I play this game of basketball. So I'm grateful for it, and my family love the support too.
I mean, do you follow? I mean, are you active on social media? Do you see what a lot of people are saying?
Nah, I think that's one of the reasons why I played all right, is because I've been off social media. It seems like all the players now that's been like going through things is because of like social media. So I try to stay away from it.
How hard is that though?
It's not hard. Like, I don't gotta read comments, or I don't need validation from me having a good game and somebody like pat me on the back. Like, I don't need that. Like, I know I had a good game, or I know I had a terrible game. I think I could judge that by myself instead of people telling me it.
It's not like you've been a dad for just 2 days, but how has fatherhood changed you?
I think it changed me a lot. With for one, you got to have patience, and that's something I think I never had when I was younger. And when I had my son, I was 24, and just going through my rehabs around the same time, I think I kind of grew patience along the way. Of course, it's still hard, like maintaining it, but you kind of learn how to prioritize and just grow and mature as a man and see what you want out of life.
Is he to the age now where he's playing sports?
Yeah, he's playing soccer and basketball right now, but I want him to play baseball, seeing all them contracts that's been given hand out. I think I want him to play baseball.
Yeah, the Bryce Harper contract.
Oh, yeah.
The Manny Machado contract.
We're watching.
I mean, what's it like, though? I mean, are you able to attend, especially during the summer, you know, if it's soccer during the summer?
No, he lives in Chicago during the year. He's in school. He's in kindergarten right now. And just like he's here with me now, like towards the weekend, his mom gives him, let him come out here with his granddad, and he's out here, for 3 or 4 days to be with his sister and go back home and finish school. But during the summer, when he's done with school, I have him come out to LA, and he's able to like come over during the day or stay with me, or it's whatever he wants, basically. If he want to go back at night and sleep with his mom, it's whatever.
How about some goals for the rest of the year?
The rest of the year, for one, be happy. 2, keep growing as a person and as a man, and always be willing to listen. 3, I will have to say, maintain myself and be true to myself. And by me saying that, what I mean is respecting others and understanding that nobody's perfect. And 4, be grateful for the spot and the position I'm in right now, because a lot of people wish they was in my spot right now and they're out the league, so I'm grateful for it.
When you say 1, be happy,
yeah.
I mean, is that a roller coaster, or have you been happy now for a long time?
Yeah, I've been happy, but what I mean by that, like, it's on the court, off the court, I'm at home, being at peace with myself, and just understanding situations a lot better. And you know, like, I'm not perfect, and in the past, whenever I did go into like a dark state, but what I mean by dark state is like shutting off, like trying to do everything by myself, being independent. I talk to my friends and I talk to my family members a lot more, so I'm able to catch myself before I go into that dark place of sheltering myself from other people. So that's what I mean by being happy, catching myself a lot sooner instead of slipping, and communicating to my family members and my friends and letting them know what's going on.
I mean, it sounds like it's been a deep maturation. I mean,
yeah, it has, but as long as you're aware of it and you're mindful of it, you should be able to like proceed.
What about your MVP year? Where do you keep your MVP trophy?
My mom has it. Yeah, my mom has all my trophies. My brothers and them laugh because they say that she has like a shrine downstairs of me, and I'm the youngest, and nobody's trophies down there is down there but mine. So they kind of laugh at her.
How many trophies total?
Man, she has my basketball, tennis. She has everything downstairs.
Tennis, huh?
Yeah,
How good were you?
A little bit of tennis. I mean, I played up to 6th grade, then I stopped once I transferred and I had to go to another school. I was at a magnet school at first, and then I transferred.
But, I mean, was that a passion growing up?
No, it was something I just did in gym class, and I think I was kind of good at it, and the teacher saw that I was probably a good athlete, and once she seen that, she put me on the team, and I tried it for almost the whole year, and I ended up winning awards from it, but I never took it serious.
I should go after just a couple more, but when did you know then you were really good at basketball? Was it soon thereafter?
I think I probably knew I was kind of good was, what year? Probably my sophomore year in high school. That's when I knew that I was kind of good.
And then it elevated, right? I mean,
yeah, I wouldn't say it elevated, but I took it more serious. Like at first, I was always in love with the game, but I didn't watch the NBA like season growing up. Even though I was from Chicago, I didn't watch the Bulls. I didn't know what time they played. I knew Michael Jordan, of course, but I wasn't a fanatic like everyone else was about him. And I didn't know that you got paid for playing basketball. It was something that I organically just loved, and because I won majority of the time.
Did that love ever go away?
Nah, I don't think it goes away. If anything, Father Time hits you, and you know that you can't win against Father Time. So the game lets you know when it's time to give up.
So even from afar, like I'm thinking 13 months ago, right? The video of you shooting in that Cleveland State gym.
Yeah.
A lot of us thought, you know, maybe Derrick's not feeling so great, right? That everything happened. Cleveland trades you to Utah. Utah buys you out.
Yes.
You know, you didn't sign with the team right away.
Yes.
So from afar, a lot of us thought, you know, how's he doing? But even through that time, all was good.
Oh, that was a great time. That was a great time. That's my sanctuary, the gym. And around that time, I had my daughter. So that was a great time for me, even though I was jobless and I was trying to figure things out. I was able to stay afloat, meditate a little bit more, read a little bit more, and understand everything that was going on. So I was just looking for an opportunity, and you know, any opportunity that you get once you're in a dark place like that, you're going to run with it. And coming here, that's all I was trying to do, like run with the opportunity that was handed to me.
Let's go after this. What do you read?
Right now, it's a Sam Smith book. It's an author, Sam Smith from Chicago, the labor of the league, like the league labor, and it's the history of the NBA right now.
I mean, has to be fascinating then, right? I mean, Sam is a legendary guy. I mean,
exactly.
Covered basketball forever in Chicago.
Yeah. So just learning my history, trying to be a student of the game, and appreciate not only where I'm at right now, but the people before me and what they laid down for me to get to where I'm at.
And even learning about like the labor side of things, would you like to be more involved? Like, isn't Anthony Tolliver a big part of the Players Association?
Yeah. I think he's a part of the union, and like I said, if it's not me like going to every meeting, I just want an understanding of where things were and where they at right now, and me being grateful from getting 5,000 to the guys now are getting 40 million. Just understand how it got to where it's at.